This is for further maths. It comes out of the VCAA 2018 Exam 2, Matrices module question number 3. So we have this situation where we have the initial condition, that is, that of the 2,700 kilometres of highway, 700 were graded, 400 were resurfaced, 200 kilometres were sealed, and 1,400 kilometres remained with no maintenance. That's what happened initially. And this is a transition matrix that describes what's going to happen next year. And we have 4 rows and 4 columns. So this is the this year and this is the next year. So how do I read this? 0.2 of the G is graded roads will be graded again. 10% of the graded roads will get resurfaced. 20% of the graded roads will get sealed, and 50% of the graded roads will have no maintenance next year. So this describes the maintenance of what happens year by year by year based on what happened on the previous year. Okay. I've got my calculator ready and that I've placed my matrix here. So I've typed all of these in and I've got that there. Remember, it goes TS as described, I think somewhere in, because this is a 4 by 4 and I can multiply a 4 by 1. Because the insides are the same, therefore a 4 by 1 will come out. Okay, ready to go. Of the length of highway that was graded in 2018, how many kilometres are expected to be resurfaced the following year? Okay, so there were 700 graded, and of the graded, what proportion will be resurfaced the next year? 10% or 0.1. So 0.1 times 700 is 70 kilometres I would expect to be resurfaced the following year. In part B, show the length of highway to be graded in 2019 is 460. I get that by, okay, so we're looking at the length to be graded. So it's going to be rows against columns. So this row multiplying this column, so it's going to be 0.2 times 700 plus 0.1 times 400 plus 0.0 times 200 plus 0.2 times 1,400 to give me my 460. Okay, so this is 2018. To get, then, so that's the 2018. To get 2019, I would apply this matrix once. So if I bring up my calculator, here is my matrix, there is, I press XC, and 460, 390, 360, and 1,400, complete the table, so we've completed the table. So what I did, to get 2019, I apply this once to that. To get 2020, I apply this twice to get on that. In 2020, 1,536 kilometres are expected to require no maintenance. 2020, so if I do T twice against SO, that is, I come in there and I put a raised to the power of 2. I agree, 1536 is the amount that will have no maintenance. So these kilometres, okay, so 1536 had no maintenance in 2020. 1490 had no maintenance in 2019. What proportion of these make up those? So of the no maintenance and no maintenance, 50% don't get maintained. So 1490 times 0.5 is going to give me 745. So 745 of those didn't get maintained the next year. So it's 745 divided by 1536 times 100, and that's going to give me, there's my calculator, 745 divided by 1536 times 100, and that's 48.50%. In the long term, what percentage of highways each year had no maintenance? So if I did this to a really big number, then it's probably going to be long range. So I come to my calculator and I come up here and I put, maybe I put 10. So after 10 years, 1532 don't get maintained. So if I make that maybe 15 years, that's 1532, it's still 1532. So 1532, and I'm looking for the percentage of highway each year. What total do we have? 2,700 times 100 to give me my percentage. So I've got this number divided and put that in top of a fraction. 2700 times 100. And that gives me 56.7, and after the 7 it's a 4, so 56.7%. Okay, so that's how you can do your matrices questions concerning transitional matrices.